So the end output will be something like this. So we are having total sales across different channels for which all the y-axis is synchronized. So if we click on this toggle, so we can see independent y-axis for each of the channel. Here for the catalog we are having around 40 million for the y-axis, and for the online channel we are having around 25 million. So how can we achieve this, and what are the ways that we can do the toggle? So how many ways are there such that we can create a toggle? If we can see, this is another way and this is another way. So how many ways are there, and which is simpler and which is complex? So we'll discuss about that. Okay. So in order to make the selection, what we have seen here, for the end user to be able to control the axis, what we need to really do is control, select the visual and go into the formatting. Under the visual y-axis, we'll have an option of scale to fit. So what we really need to do is we have to copy the visual, paste it, and we have to make a copy of this. In one of the visuals we need to enable the scale to fit on, and in the other one we need to turn off the scale to fit, such that when the user clicks the toggle, it will switch between these two charts, and we'll sync them. Now, in order for the toggle to work, what we really need to do is we need to create a bookmark. Okay, so I'll click the bookmark and selection pane here. For creation of bookmarks, we have mainly three methods. One is using the buttons. We'll create both buttons and we'll name them, and we'll assign each of the state to the buttons, and we'll switch between them, which will be something like this. So we have two buttons here. One is the turn on. So when we'll get the synchronized and asynchronized, we'll switch between them. And similarly, we can also import images. So for example, we'll import the images and we'll assign the bookmarks for each of the image, similar to what we have done for the buttons, and we'll switch between the images as well, as you can see here. But for all of these methods, for the images and buttons, we need to really do two of them and place one on each other and switch between them. So what we really need to achieve is, can we do it with a single button? Not instead of creating two images or two buttons and overlapping them, we should able to switch between and forth using a single button. So how can we achieve that is something that we are most fond of. So what we need to really do is we have to create a bookmark. So what is a bookmark? I'll just quickly give an overview. So right now what you're seeing, right? So the total sales async. So that is this, and we can switch between them, hiding the another visual, and we can update that to a particular bookmark. So how can we add a bookmark is we can click on the bookmark, and right now if I want to assign this particular state to this particular bookmark, I'll select this and I'll click on update. So this particular state is updated into this particular bookmark. Similarly, we can do a complex stuff. Just this is a quick overview. So how can we do that? So what we really need is a single button. We'll navigate to the button section. Under the navigator, we'll have the bookmarks navigator, where we'll have all the bookmarks that we are having. But what we are really interested in, we need to have only a selected bookmark or only a few of them. So how can we do that is clicking on the bookmarks navigator will get a formatting option. Yeah. Under the visual, we'll navigate to the bookmarks, and under the bookmarks, generally you'll see only all. That means you can't really select anything. So how can we achieve that is we have to create a group. So right now, if I click on this, the group is grayed out. We can't really select a group. So what we need to do is we have to select that particular bookmark and then click on the group. So we can rename that as test. After selecting the bookmarks navigator, we'll go into the formatting visual. Under the bookmarks pane, we can see the option of test. That is the group that we have created. So we are getting only the selected bookmark which is in the group. So we can add multiple bookmarks in that also in the group as well. So after selecting that, we need to enable the allow deselection here. So when it is in the on state, that means the bookmark output will be getting. When it is in the off state, when it is deselected, what is the output that we really need? So we need another bookmark which is the toggle off. So we'll select that as here. So the end output will be something like, so we are having this, right? So how can we format this is basically selecting the visual, and under the shape, we'll select the rectangle. Under the properties, we'll decrease the width and height. Yep. And under the style, what we should assign is we need to assign it as two stages. One is in the default and one is when it is selected. So the selected stage is that which is not the deselection. So in the group we have added a bookmark here, right? So that particular bookmark state should be assigned as a selected state. So here we'll be having selected and default. For the default, we need to assign the other bookmark, that is the deselection bookmark. Let me just quickly show you. Here for the selected style, I'll just and we can rename this as the Unicode character, which we can find on the internet. When we click on the default, and we'll choose the alignment and the fill from here. And we'll adjust the padding such that the toggle, the symbol stays in between. And for the selected, we'll have it right aligned, and for the default, we'll have it left aligned when we clicked. So that is how we can achieve the controllable access as a toggle for the end user, and we can choose any of the method that out of the three to create the bookmarks and assign them to the images or buttons, or the native button navigator from the bookmarks menu itself.